So I'm very excited that the work paid off. We're here with the Brand Colossus magazine, and I'm excited to unveil it formally to everyone. Mr. Moses, are you on the call? Thank you very much. Thanks.
Hi, good to be here. I really learned a lot with the sharing and the conversation going on, and it's very clear from what the two speakers have said that we really have to really take audience measurement. Very important as far as the industry is concerned. Before we go straight to the launching of the magazine, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate everyone on this call, especially our guest speaker, Dozie Okafor and Dolakbo. I also want to appreciate the president of the National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria, person of IDN Nang, and our first female registrar of the National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria, Pat Sado. It's an honor to be in your midst. Just like what the speaker have said, it is a time to really reflect and think deep on the way forward. And looking at the way forward is also a time to appreciate the editorial board of the Brand Colossus for putting together this wonderful magazine. Like we always know that if you imagine a world where every story, every voice, and every perspective has the power to inspire, educate, and connect us. Today, as we gather to celebrate the launch of our new magazine, I want to take you on a brief journey. Permit me to say this, that without history, the future is not certain, and our past shaping our present, guide our path to the future. As we launch this magazine, let us embrace the lesson of yesterday and illuminate the possibility of tomorrow. In my mind, today marks the dawn of a new chapter in our media excellence. As we look at this magazine, the information is not just about the media, but also about the people behind the media in our dear country, Nigeria. The magazine have a full focus on covering detailed interview from Dr. Olakunle Fadolakpo, the Director General of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, with a detailed interview from the President of National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria on the transformative journey that the Institute is going through. There is a lot of information that is rich for everyone in the marketing communication industry that we gain from this magazine. When you go through the global affiliation, how it propels creativity and innovation in brand communication, Kelechi Nwosu did justice to that area. And I encourage every participant here to lay hand on this magazine, go through it, and see women who are brand icons in their respective field. I remember when we were growing up, we are made to know that there are many things that women cannot do. But these are women that, against all odds, that have redefined what you think is not possible. Because in the world that we are, whatever is not possible is in your imagination. A detailed information too on this area of sport marketing was fully reviewed by Rotimi Pedro, also in this magazine. Kudos to Dolakbo when he puts together a practical concept of building brand 101, how you can kickstart your brand, build sales, and grow your brand is an informative concept that without you being a professional in the field of marketing and communication, you can learn something and grow your small business. There is also a concept that I think many organizations are not really taking very serious, which is the concept of corporate social responsibility. James Agama did justice to this, showing clearly in practical terms how brand can build emotional bank accounts leveraging on corporate social responsibility. Without more detail on the content of this magazine, I want to assure every participant that don't just read the magazine, go through it, review it, and put your comment on the link that will be shared, so that in that review, other professionals will see the need and areas they can focus. Because in the concept of where we are, we all need to learn, and learning is a continuous process. The day we stop to learn, that's the day we start to die. Once again, I say a big thank you to the organizer of this program and to everyone present here. This is a magazine that you not just read, but you read, learn, and put some useful tips into practice. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, everyone, for that, for being part of this. And thank you, Mr. Moses Mobulu, for that short review. This is the point where I would now, bring you into my heart and mind when I started the Brand Colossus magazine. Thank you so much for the congratulatory, feedbacks. I really appreciate you all. But just wait, I'm going to display the magazine, and thereafter, I will share some thoughts with you. So just for you to have a glimpse of what the magazine looks like. Okay, so I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, so I hope you all can see my screen. I need your feedback to be sure that you can.
Yes, very nice.
We can see your screen.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Just to move on to the first, this is the cover page of the magazine. And as you know, we are actually launching this magazine to commemorate the National Women's Day celebration. I'm a woman, so to understand the sentiment that I have for women who are doing incredibly well. We have decided to kickstart the leading edition of the Brand Colossus magazine, celebrating women who the industry are doing incredibly well. And these women are women that are somewhat inspired me, in my journey as a young female. As you can see, that's the front cover of the magazine. And so in this magazine, like I said earlier, we're very intentional about what we're doing at the Brand Colossus. So the Brand Colossus started in October, precisely in October last year. And we've been very intentional about what we want to do in terms of the brand positioning. We recognize the fact that we exist in an ecosystem that's very saturated in terms of brand journalism. And we were very intentional about how we want to be positioned in the industry. And so what drives us as an organization are two or three, I would say three actually. And the first being that we want to deepen the knowledge of the industry and in the industry. Deepen the knowledge of the industry, as well as deepen the knowledge in the industry, and also to inspire creativity and innovation. So that's the focus for us at the Brand Colossus. And when we speak about deepening knowledge of the industry, we're about how we can tell our own story as an industry. We want to be that voice that speaks about the uniqueness of the advertising industry in Nigeria. Once we're able to project our creativity, our ingenuity, and how we contribute, to the general economic growth of Nigeria. I want to be intentional about that in the reporting that we do, such that Nigeria gets to understand the impact that the advertising industry plays in contributing to economic development, and how marketing also plays a fundamental part in that entire conversation. And so if you look critically in the content that we have put together in this magazine, we're very intentional about inspiring creativity and innovation, because it is by inspiring creativity that we can actually continue to improve on the output as an industry. Now, if you look at this page, we have a campaign critique corner. In the course of this year, we got an approval from Alcon to constitute an ad review board. And so when we constituted the ad review board, we actually did that not to criticize the work that agencies do, but to inspire creativity by way of understanding the intricacies that surrounds the production of these campaigns, to deepen the knowledge of how the creative mind of our people work in creating these campaigns. And we wanted to understand the elements that were brought together. Why were those elements put together? What was the focus for the strategic, direction that was employed in creating the campaign? And so these are the ad review board. And we recently reviewed an ad done by MTN Nigeria, One Voice. And so you'll find all of that details in this magazine. We reviewed the campaign One Voice. And like I said, it's for me and the Brand Colossus, it is important that we speak to ourselves as an industry. We examine the work that we do and sort of speak to ourselves. I mean, if we want to really have that sort of attention and let the world know that we are really doing incredible work within, then it's time for us to, have that conversation internally, evaluating what we do, ask critical questions, and then understand why certain strategic directions were taken by some of the creative minds behind this advertising campaign. So yes, the ad review board actually reviewed this ad, MTN One Voice. And just to create a more, should I say, to make it more interesting, we had to speak to the agency lead behind the One Voice campaign, and all that you will see in the magazine under the campaign critique corner. And then we have the marketing retrospect. This one is very dear to my heart because when we speak about the growth of an institution, there is need for you to understand the history. And so because I'm a member of NIMN and had interactions with some members who were very sort of ignorant about the past of NIMN. NIMN has come a long way, and we decided to look at NIMN from the rear view. And in this segment of the Brand Colossus magazine, we will be looking at the past, of institutions. Maybe the next edition will be looking at perhaps another institution or even a brand that has existed for years. And we'll look at how the journey has been over the years. I think that is very significant for us as a people, as an industry, if we want to make smart decisions for the future. It is important that we understand what the past has been, so that we can have some lessons, and then that would inform some of the decisions we take along the way. So yes, we have marketing retrospect. This is a part that you really need to read. It's an interesting story. I was speaking to Mr. Idiedag and some members of the institute that we may need to act a movie with this story. I think it's an intriguing one, and it's very interesting. So I'll urge you to actually look at this. So these are some of the women that we spotlighted in. We used some of the women as breakout for the magazine. And yeah, this is the special report that we did for the audience measurement system, which of course we just had a discussion about. And so yeah, I'll run you through quickly, through the entire magazine so you can see. Am I still on the call? Can you all hear me? I need to get some rest.
Yes.
I'll be sure. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
So we have
Yes.
top 10,
Right on.
market trends. That's under the segment industry forecast. So you can see that the different content I have shown to you just tells you that we are really intentional about the content we're putting out there. We are all about deepening the knowledge of the industry and in the industry, as well as inspiring creativity and innovation. I'll quickly take you through the interview part of it. Okay, I think we're okay. So yeah, this is the page for Dear Amazons that we spotlighted. So as again, the usual form of spotlighting people where you just have the pictures and their profile, we decided to be more creative about it. So we requested our Amazons to send to us what their life philosophies are. I mean, for a woman to have attained the different heights that they have, they probably must have been working with a certain kind of philosophy and self-belief. So we wanted to find a way to inspire other women by their own story, encapsulated in their own philosophy. And so you can see that they have their philosophy written there. And there's a QR code that can be scanned to get access to that profile, and that just to make it more appealing for the eyes. So these are the women Brand Colossus Amazons that we have decided to recognize in this edition of the magazine. And these are women of, they are women with great reputation. They have made tremendous impact within their spaces of influence, and they are women that will definitely serve as an inspiration to every young woman out there. So we are very glad to really recognize them in this maiden edition of the Brand Colossus magazine. So here we have first registrar, NIMN, and some very notable appointments, key appointments, where women were actually given leadership roles, and these were really phenomenal. These appointments actually happened in March. I mean, it was a great experience for a woman like me to see that kind of shift. And then there are several stories for women captured in this magazine. And then we have the interview segment where we had an interview with Prince Dapo Adelego. It's an interesting read. You really need to read this. We also have an interview with the NIMN president, Mr. Ivy Enan, giving us his own perspective to NIMN as an institute in vision and everything. Also an interesting read. And we also had an interview with the DG, Director General of Alcon, an interesting read. So I urge you to, this is it, NIMN president. This is the interview we had with the NIMN president. You need to see it. So there's several other things. We had an interview with the Afro Sports chairman. That's under sports. We have a section for entertainment as well. Let me quickly. I hope you guys are enjoying the viewing. If it's getting boring, please tell me so I will stop.
No, it's not. We are enjoying it.
All right, so thank you so much. Yeah, so this is the entertainment section of the magazine. Yeah, this is the entertainment section of the magazine. And then, then we ended the journey with sports. With an interview with the chairman of Afro Sports. And we spoke about Alcon, was it Alcon? No, Alcon 2023. The backstory of Afro Sports exclusive rights of 2023 Alcon in Nigeria. Also a very interesting read. I urge you to ensure you get to read this. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that's it with the Brand Colossus magazine. And yes, so are there any questions you would like to ask me about the Brand Colossus or the magazine you just saw?
I guess when can we get a copy?
Sure, you will get it as soon as we conclude this conversation. So it's going to be the soft copy for now. and then we'll see how I will come and give you the hard copy, Mr. Dozie. I'll definitely.
problem.
That's if you have if you're in this country, I will come. If you're in another, so please, dollar for I'll also come and give you a hard copy. Definitely. So are there any other questions about the vision of the Brand Colossus? I hope I was clear about it. So the frequency of the publication is quarterly. And so we'll commence the production of the next edition. And trust me, it's going to be mind-blowing. Way, way, way better than this one. But you only get better. Really, we do. Yes. Mr. IDN, are you still on the call? Malga, have I disappointed you? Have I made you proud?
Well, Gali, I want to tell you this is extremely, extremely powerful. Well done.
Thank you. Sir.
Someday, I'm sitting back here and looking at those let me not let the cat out of the bag. So the day you write your memoirs, the world will probably understand the steps that you've taken. And I'm very proud to be associated with you, with the work, with your brilliance, your sense of purpose. And it is honestly, I've always said this to you that if only you understood the capacity within you and what you can create. I'm glad that, having pushed and challenged you, you took the challenge. And in less than 6 months, this has come through. I just pray that the Almighty God will grant you grace, greater heights in breadth, in length. God will cause destiny helpers to be around you. And that which you've started will be fulfilling, not just to the industry, will become a learning point, an enduring legacy to bring that which you're bringing to us. It's truly a colossus, and you've started in a grand way. And the Lord himself will perfect all that concerns you. Let me seize the opportunity to thank my boss, Dozie, for gracing this. And, I'm still going to go back to his school to learn. And my boss lady, Dolapo, we still had banters last night. And when I tell her she's the boss, I really want to. Dozie, if only I can, like Ogali said, if you are within the space where human beings like us stay, I hope I can grab you one of the times to come and speak to a very small audience. And it's such learning. I'm so proud of what we have, the capacity within this industry. And with doyens that are coming back, all I just ask is that you create a corner for the next generation. A place just like you were at the students' conference. I'm just reading some of the reports that the students have sent to me. I'll send some of those to you. Possibly you can consider putting them and publishing them in your next edition. And it's just to inspire the others so that we create a link. We can't afford to allow the next generation stay idle. And I am committed to it. It's a passion. I'm a trustee of posterity, and by the grace of God, that place called there will get there. With friends and partners like you, there ain't no stopping. Congratulations, Ogali. I'm very, very proud of you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Are there any questions? So we can conclude this meeting, and then I'll share. Okay, Miss Adenike wants to say something.
Hello, Gali.
Yes.
It's me.
I know.
Adenike Olufade.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I didn't expect anything less anyway, but there's this kind of can I call it quiet or silent energy that you possess, and it's so just quietly you just build it, you just go up, and you just it's just a big thing that I cannot even describe it, And I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And look forward to better times with this magazine. I know that you're going places. It's not the end of it. Brand Colossus is going to even go higher and higher. So congratulations. I'm proud of you. We are proud of you, Adenike. Thank you.
So
well
much.
done.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your congratulatory messages. Kingsley, I saw your message. Thank you, Salami, right? Thank you, everyone, for being part of this. It pleases me to have you all here. God bless you all, and thank you. So I will be Moses Mogulo. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the support. I also want to take advantage of this before I go to appreciate so many of you out there. I know some of them not on this call definitely see this. And so I won't mention names, but they are people who have been there for me. I have a community of helpers that have been there for me, helping me with my ideas. I had this idea of the Brand Colossus, very, very big, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. But there were two brothers in the industry, they know themselves, who came through and they gave me a kind of a direction as to what I could do. When you have several ideas just brewing in your mind, you're not sure what and what you want to do. But these brothers of mine actually came through for me at that time. And along the way, I've had several people who stood by me. I had people who have contributed immensely in terms of finance and what have you, mentorship. I also want to appreciate Mr. IBNang, he's my Oga. He has been my mentor since I left Brand Marketing Edge. He has always been there for me, mentoring me, teaching me, and also inspiring me. So I want to appreciate every one of you who have been there. I want to also appreciate Mr. Dozie Okafor, who is very busy. When I said he's busy, he's so busy that even when you see him, to even get him to talk is in fact, is almost impossible. And so before I reached out to Mr. Dozie Okafor, I had reached out to several others who had said they wouldn't be able to make it. Well, immediately as I sent him the message, he said he would make it. I was shocked. I mean, I didn't expect. I just let me just shoot my shot, and the shot entered the goal. So I'm so excited to have Mr. Dozie here. Dozie, I'm so excited. Thank you. God bless you. Ms. Dolapo, thank you. The direction of this magazine, I would also appreciate Ms. Dolapo for it, because at some point I had to contact her via LinkedIn. I met her via LinkedIn, and she scheduled a meeting with me and had me speak about the ideas I have for the magazine. And she gave me a focus in terms of how I should, address certain aspects of the magazine. And thankfully, it looked good at the end of the day. I really want to appreciate every one of you who have in one way or the other helped me. Because, I mean, when you say I've done well, it required a lot of people actually putting their hands together to enable me to achieve this. I really appreciate you all. God bless you. And thank you for being part of this evening meeting that we really had a color to what we wanted to achieve. May God bless you all and thank you again. So yes, we will share the link where you can have access to the material, and then you can also share to other people. We'll also make efforts to get the hard copy across to you. Thank you, Madam Pat Sado. Apologies.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations,
my mommy. I have many mommies in the industry, and she's one of them. Thank you so much, Ms. Pat Sado, the NIMN registrar. Thank you, Mr. Adeshino Adewale. Thank you, Mr. Ayola Akomulafe, my Oga. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Dume B, for your support. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Denike Olufade. May God bless you all. As many of you that I couldn't mention your name, I always know that I have you in my heart. May God bless you all. Thank you again. So bye-bye. We'll continue the conversation on WhatsApp.
All right. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. All right.
Bye. 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 Bye.